Hey guys, welcome back, our lovely salties. On today's episode, we have two very special guests. On our Saltbox topic, we'll sit down with Audrey and Kandi from the Trash Pirates of Madeira Beach. You've heard it takes a village. Well, around here, it also takes a lot of pirates to keep our beaches clean. And these lovely ladies are our captains at the helm and make sure that no trash ever winds up in the bottom of Davy Jones's locker. And of course, we'll wrap up with everyone's favorite, our beaches tide check. So grab your drink and get ready to get a little salty with us.
This week on Saltbox Topic, we are getting to know two women who don't just talk about taking care of Madeira Beach. They take it to the streets every day and lead a monthly community cleanup that is brought together by volunteers, and they've been doing this for years. Please welcome, with greatest honor, Audrey and Kandi from the Trash Pirates of Madeira Beach. Are you ready, ladies?
Yeah. Here we are.
We're trying to throw a little pirate piece into it. So thank you for joining with us today. We super appreciate it.
Well, thank you. And thank you for inviting us on your podcast.
So fun. So fun. Okay, so tell us a little bit about how we got started.
Well, okay. It was a mama manatee giving birth in our cove. And Audrey and I were always scooping trash off the dock. And one morning there was a big rain. All these cigarette butts are coming down the storm drain. We're frantically trying to keep them away from this baby manatee. And we started picking up in our neighborhood.
Because instead of complaining about the situation, we did something about it.
Love that.
There you go.
Love that.
So then neighbors noticed we were doing this every day. Jerry from Saltwater Hippie was like, you know what y'all should do? You should do a monthly cleanup. So here we are.
Here you are.
The Trash Pirates, and we will be doing our 90th cleanup on July 5th.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now. I don't want to be like make anybody do girl math real quick, but how many years have y'all been around?
Since
2019.
2019. So
and already 90 monthly cleanups.
Well, I'm like doing girl math right now. I'm like, oh, okay, 52 weeks. No, 12 months. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we've had supplemental cleanups, not just with our monthly cleanup.
Yes, of course, right.
Cleanups, the amphibious
The
waterway.
Cleanup. Yeah.
So we do get involved with other events.
Right, of course. And so where's the name come from?
Yeah.
There's a couple versions probably.
We were having happy hour on our back deck, on Kandi's back deck, because we're next door neighbors.
Yes.
Love that.
And we are trying to think of a name because Jerry from Saltwater Hippie suggested that we make this a community cleanup.
I love it.
Love
And
her.
what did she say? How did she say it? Y'all need to do a monthly cleanup in her beautiful Texan accent.
She does just have that accent where you're like, I'm not trying to mimic you, but it is contagious.
Exactly.
And then of course, Captain Raj, aka Sign Man, wanted to call us streetwalkers.
The streetwalkers.
Well, it's better than street trash, I guess. But
Well, and we were throwing around a lot of different, like all these different names, and we just came up with the Trash
I'm a Bucks
Pirates.
fan. I like the Jolly Roger. And
there you go.
Went from there.
And everybody wants to be a pirate.
That's
Yeah,
very cool.
or at least a couple times a year they do. But in this area, I think it's incredibly relevant, right? I mean, there's so many different
mascot
between the Bucks and then like just the pirate ship that comes in and out, that whole origin of John's Pass, everything.
We're at the Mecca, right? Like we are at the motherland right now of the pirate ship. So yes. I would say that trends right on for our area.
It trends right on is right.
So that's amazing.
That's insane.
Like I say, when Stephanie and I was trying to name our lovely podcast here, we went through quite a few versions ourselves, and some of them got into the cards of against humanity, like Roger's now, but we settled as well. But no, I love it. And I love the fact too that you girls are neighbors and you guys are besties, right?
Much so. I think so.
We didn't know, but we were both dental professionals before we retired.
Well, Caitlin and you all are now, all three of you are checking out my teeth every time I talk to you. So good to know.
The fact that we haven't brought it up to you means you're fine. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
We only bring
Appreciate
it up
that.
to the people that we want to approach the subject with.
Okay, perfect.
Just
Perfect.
Oh, I
Clean
love
teeth,
that.
clean streets.
I love that you guys come from the dental industry. Sometimes we find each other. I remember complimenting a woman once in Aldi's that I liked her scrubs, and that led to a 30-minute dental conversation.
Oh my gosh.
It's a little cult that you can never get rid of.
It's very true. I mean,
Or
you
get
just
out
can't
of.
you just can't help yourself, you know. So, but I mean, I feel like, you girls, I see you as a local myself here in Madeira Beach. I see you girls everywhere. And you guys
Everywhere.
have really taken to heart
Consistently.
this mission, because even though these are the organized cleanups that you guys put on for us regular Joe schmoes to be like, it is time. You guys do this every day. I see Candy's lovely husband walking every day. I see you guys out with your buckets. I mean, remind me again, because you guys do have the most adorable Australian Shepherd mascot.
Yeah, you do.
Matey?
Marina, the pirate pug.
Marina.
Yeah. We actually took her to the Rays game yesterday for Dog Days. It was amazing.
Funny. That's fun. That's
But
super
yeah,
fun.
So, we get her on with Josh Linker, the meteorologist, and he
Yes.
gives the Trash Pirates shout outs, which
Yes.
is really cool.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Yeah.
I love
Well, and
that.
you were recently given a key to the city too, right?
Well,
And-
not necessarily the key. We got a community service award.
Oh, it's well deserved.
Right.
Well deserved.
You tell me one place that these ladies can't get into, because we're
I
gonna
know.
all show up.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? Like,
they
they
got a
have
key.
the key, okay?
Well,
They have the key.
one little tidbit you may not know, we were
Citizen of the Year in 2019, and they've never done another Citizen of the Year in Madeira Beach. We say that we're 7 years running.
Yeah, you are. There's no one to like challenge you, right? I
It's
would
uncommon.
claim that.
Nothing compares to you. The song is playing in my head.
bigger fish to fry.
That's right. That's right. So, how long have you both lived in Madeira Beach?
Yeah,
Well, that's another funny story.
good.
Candy bought her house in January of 2016.
Okay.
And then Father's Day of 2016, my husband was looking for a house to purchase for the two of us. And he happened to come upon this house that was for sale next door to Candy and Daryl. And he walked in the backyard and he met Candy and Daryl, and
Rest is
He
history.
said, "Let me call my wife."
yeah, we bought the house 10 days later.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Friends ever since.
So 2016, you've lived in there. Okay, that's awesome. That's
And
fantastic.
you know what I love? That they literally picked their neighbor.
Yeah.
Stephanie and I both
Yeah, we
being
joke
in real
about that.
estate. Like, I love that. I love that so
Important.
much.
We use it as like a
Yes.
selling point, basically, for like, can you please help us sell this house? Like to people that are in the neighborhood, we're like, help us sell this house. Pick your neighbor, and we coin it as pick your neighbor when we
It's
really
Pick
mean,
Your
can you just
Neighbor
help
Day.
us?
Yeah.
Just help us sell the house,
We
please.
won the neighbor lottery.
How
That's awesome.
serendipitous. No, 100%. Great neighbors, and not only great neighbors, but obviously great friends, right? And I mean, that is the lottery, man. Especially,
They cook.
Oh,
Food coming over the fence all the time.
oh my
see,
gosh.
Stephanie better half cooks. So
Yeah, I know.
that's my friend. Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah. That's awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. So
Okay.
that's crazy. So 90 cleanups.
Now, wait a minute. I have a follow-up question now,
Okay.
because y'all were saying the year 2016. Where are you both from originally?
Well, I was living on Harbor Drive, just around the corner, and we were renting, so we were looking to purchase.
Okay.
Okay.
But prior to that, I lived in mid to North Pinellas, and then I'm originally from Niagara Falls, New York.
Wow. Okay.
Well, are you a Bills fan then?
Go Bills.
Go. I figured as much. Can't be living in the 716 and not supporting it. That's for sure.
Exactly.
That's the one thing we agree to disagree on.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. We found it.
She
Well.
will wear her Bucks shirt when they're not playing the
That's
bill.
okay.
Well, you know why that is, and just to give you an excuse, Audrey, is my dad will say, because I've lived all over the country and my parents have too, but my dad will say, where you roam, you must root.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I root for the Bucks, so they're just kind of my football team, but I like the Bears.
from Chicago,
And
right?
I like the Red Sox because I'm forced by marriage to do that.
That
But
was in the marriage agreement.
It might have been in the marriage agreement, or at least in the vows.
That's why I forgive you.
I will, but if the Rays are playing and they're not playing the Red Sox, I root for them. So I understand that completely.
And see, Stephanie grew up in a totally different household than mine because my father was like, this is who we root for. But we grew around, and I grew up in a similar gypsy-esque style like Stephanie, where we did move around quite a bit in my adolescence. But my father was a tried and true Cardinals baseball, 100%. Don't you ever think about anything else. And that's it.
That's the end
And,
of it.
but football, you guys were talking, Kandi was like, you found it. You found the one difference. Well, Stephanie and she's a Bucks. I'm a Chiefs. I will never not be. And so what was that? 2020 was a really hard year. 2021 was a really hard year. Yeah, really hard year. Yeah.
Really hard year. Okay, so you're from Niagara Falls originally.
Yes.
And then what about you, Kandi?
I grew up in a small town called Luck, Wisconsin, but I escaped but I moved to Florida in 1976 to work at Disney.
Oh my God.
Met my husband next door. And
Universal Studios? What do you mean? Where did you meet your husband? Sorry, I said Universal Studios. Where?
He was my next door neighbor.
Oh,
hey. Well, don't you guys just have the best luck with neighbors, man? I've had some really bad ones.
We just celebrated 48 years.
Oh my gosh.
We would come over and visit Roger and Susie in Madeira Beach. And decided we kind of wanted to move here someday. So when we retired, this is where we landed, and it feels like home.
That's awesome.
That. I love that. Well, Wisconsin, yeah, that is a whole nother penance for cold weather. I'm sure you had to ice pick yourself out of there, so we're glad you're with us. Yeah.
But you, Audrey, but you go back and spend some summers in Maine, though, right?
I do. My husband is originally from Maine.
Got it.
So we go up and spend some time up in Maine, and then I'll go over to Western New York and see my family.
Okay. Does he live Oceanside, Maine?
No. Well, he grew up in the Sebago Lake region.
Okay.
And so it's up at camp. I don't know if you've ever heard that term, but you stay at a little camp on the lake.
Yeah, she's familiar, actually.
Yeah, I lived in New England for 20 years, so I'm familiar with that area. Maine is one I think is one of the most beautiful coasts in the world. It's not functional, but it's a beautiful coast.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It's you can't do anything there. I mean,
from a wave runner business owner perspective,
you can't do anything. No. I mean, it's all rocks.
And the rocks and
what do you mean? They can film Outlander there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, the lakes are where you can do everything, truthfully, but the coast is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you can go whale watching off the coast of Maine, which is amazing, but I mean, that's amazing.
Well, coming from any aquatic, barrier island type of like coastal region, I think that their services would be needed anywhere. And tell me, I mean, the kind of culture that you guys have built with the Trash Pirates, when you go places, can you not help yourself but to bend down and pick something up?
All the time.
All the time. Yeah.
All the time.
All the time. I love the fact too that you girls are the leaders. I mean, I want to be just like you when I grow up with our stickers, Stephanie, because I see your stickers everywhere.
Yeah.
And I want them all over the world because I feel like people would look at it and be like, what is that? Beep. And figure it out.
Yeah, I really like how you there's just not really, it's very easy to take time off in the summer months because of the heat and how hot it is, but you guys are doing a trash cleanup this Sunday, which is not typical because it's typically Saturday, but it falls so perfectly being the 5th and it being the day after 4th of July where all the fireworks. So I think that piece of it is amazing. But tell us a little bit about the journey of how you were able to go from your street to, the hustle behind it to get it where, I mean, you're on the Madeira Beach website, like the government
They are
website,
now. But did you
advertising
guys
it.
start with like a Facebook group? How did this go?
Yeah. So Deb Laramie, who worked for the city for 35, 40 years, was with Public Works.
Thank you to Deb.
She kind of took us by the hand, and
Awesome.
with the help of Keep Pinellas Beautiful,
Okay.
we became partners with them. The city got involved immediately. They have been our best, our best cheerleaders, and they give us a place for storing our supplies.
Oh, that's great.
They do media for us, so it's great. Great partnership.
We can't say enough thanks to the city. Yeah, they really have.
And you can go see Marianne and get some of our swag.
Yes.
Yeah, they
at
sell
the city store.
Yes, right at the city store, right when you walk in. That's right. There's all this swag.
Bucket and picker.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, you get all this city swag.
For anybody that's visiting our area, I highly, highly recommend, like the girls are talking about, going to the City of Madeira Beach City Store. It's our welcome center, and it has so many cool things in there that are so not mass produced, and they are local, and they mean something, and they're keepsake, and it's for obviously to support our lovely city. So, I mean, I love you, Surf Style, but you got 6 shores in my town. You're fine, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The artwork on those Madeira Beach shirts,
Yes,
by a local artist.
That's amazing.
So
that is amazing.
It really is the OG place to get your.
It is, and
your T-shirts, your tourist T-shirts.
Did the local artist do your logo too?
Roger, Captain Raj did our logo.
Yep.
And he also does our stickers and bucket labels, and so we're real fortunate. He's a neighbor as well. So.
Yeah.
I'm sandwiched between her and then Susie and Roger.
Okay,
my
Stephanie,
gosh.
we probably just need to go halvesies on a house on their street. I mean,
seriously,
let's just get this over
Everybody
with.
wants to live on EMA.
That is so funny.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When you girls were kind of grassroots movement this, when you did decide, like, we're going to say, hey, everybody, we're all going to meet at this place at this time. What was it like? Was it a bunch of your local friends? When did it really start to kind of like take its legs to where you started to notice people that you don't personally know showing up?
It kind of took off right away.
Really? Good.
I think 40 volunteers the first year, first time, but it really started.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Every month it was more and more. And I think one month we had up to 160, 170 volunteers.
That's awesome.
Before COVID hit.
That gives me faith in humanity because that's amazing.
It's really good. A couple months ago, it was like, I drove up and down Gulf Boulevard, and I mean, people were everywhere. I mean, just everywhere picking up. It was really cool.
We have a good crew. And we see new faces every month.
Yes.
And many regulars.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We have a crew that is tight and
right. She has a crew that goes to she hosts Archibald Saltwater Hippie.
Yeah.
She hosts the Bell Tower along with Spicy Brian from the Tea and Spice Exchange.
Yes.
Spicy Brian.
And so I have my volunteers, she has her volunteers, and it's just, we love it.
We go from John's Pass to the Causeway. In fact, to Doomy.
Yeah, I love that. Wow, yeah, because that is also technically Madeira Beach over there across the bridge. Yes. People think that we're just sequestered here on the Barrier Island, but yeah, if you leave Madeira Beach going over on Tom Stewart 150th Causeway, that is Madeira Beach as well.
It is.
What's cool, we've also had a few spin-off groups, the Trash Turtles.
I saw that.
A 12-year-old that took, she's nationwide now.
Yeah, she took it to the next level.
Yeah. And then we have Zoe from Coastal Crusaders.
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
She put in
does
the little boxes to
Oh,
put
yeah,
your
we talked about her once too. She just did
She's
something.
amazing.
Yeah, she did something not too long ago on John's Pass Park. And that's amazing what she's doing. Just amazing. So these are all people that were inspired and said, "Oh, we could do this and bring this back to our city." Because one of the things that Caitlin and I have, so Caitlin and I obviously when we started the podcast, we figured it was going to be a lot of real estate because that's kind of our common connection from the beginning is just real estate in general.
In the beginning.
Which is hence the real part of salty. And so we've always said, okay, well, we're on the beach, so we're salty. And so we just kind of put all of that together. And we have gone in different directions, all really within the same path, but different directions. But we can't get out of Madeira Beach to save our life. And we just can't get out of it because there's so much.
Yes.
Right, exactly. There's so much that the city does and goes on and on about. And then, then every time we turn around where we think we don't have anything going on, we're like, it's another Trash Pirates weekend. Let's talk about that.
Another event. I mean,
concert in the park.
Yes.
Okay.
We are so lucky that our particular town along these barrier islands not only, I mean, I hate to say it, but has their shit together.
Yeah.
And we'll bleep that out later. But I mean, let's be real now, especially after 2 years ago with the horrible hurricane situation. I feel like, if there weren't any, things that were publicly shortcoming with things going on, it was brought to a whole new light with this, force majeure event taking place for everybody. But Madeira, they're so invested in the community. And for anybody to ever say that they're not, the city and the staff that work there, they give their time and their lives and their passion and literally their drive to everything, I think, for us citizens and our tourists that come and enjoy our town as well. Sorry, I'm about to soapbox and we're gonna get down on that.
It's so true though.
But there's so many other cities that have so many other things going on that they're not able to plan these events for our people like we do. And that's why we can't stop talking about it. So.
And I think our city government doesn't get the recognition it deserves.
Here.
They have done so much in the last 2 years.
Yes.
To get Madeira Beach where it is. Look at all of these wonderful restaurants reopening. Look at John's Pass. Look at our beaches. Everything is starting to reopen and it's better than it was before. And the city is just working so hard to get it to that point. And, you have to give them a big pat on the back because they are taking time out of their lives.
Yes.
And working overtime to get our city to where it needs to be.
That's right. And a lot of our city staff, they're locals themselves. And so there is like a personal pride with it. And so we're all in this together. And at the end of the day, we have hundreds of thousands of people that visit and touch our sand. But at the end of the day, we are a very small town. And when the wagons need to be circled, I feel like we circled very nicely.
Yeah.
Well, during the hurricane, we had city government riding up and down the street offering ice to people, water, ice cream. When we were cleaning up for the hurricane, yes.
They gave me a brand new pair of deck boots too. I know they were driving around with those sponsored deck boots that came out. Mine are tie-dye. Love them.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, we all love our city dearly, but I will say that, everyone that works for the city, they do, I feel like, go above and beyond their position. They are vested. They are invested in how this town and the health of this town is moving forward. But you girls, I'm sorry, but there's nothing like you girls. You girls bring the party. I'm sorry, you do. And there's just wherever you girls are at is where we want to be.
Yeah.
Number one.
I agree.
Right. And number two, your passion and what you have done with the Trash Pirates and its legacy and its culture and kind of just spreading the message like Stephanie was talking about. This is where you do the clapping, Stephanie. This is where.
Oh yeah.
This is where you do.
Shoot. I'm missing my cue. Here we go.
Clap on. Thank you. Anyway, so that was your cue, Steph.
That was my cue. I almost missed it. Okay. So I want to ask some funny questions, though.
Oh,
I want to
yes.
ask some funny questions.
Yes.
I want to know what is the strangest thing you've ever found on the beach.
Here we go. Talking trash.
Here we go.
There we wait. Now she said on the beach, because my next question is
Or I
in the
guess I should say
canal.
during cleanup.
No, you
Oh.
said beach.
Okay.
We find a lot of socks, which I think is weird. Like, who
Well,
leaves
yeah,
socks
that's
at
so
the beach?
weird. That's so
That is
weird.
weird.
Bills.
We have found money.
Yeah, $100 bills.
Oh, really?
I think the most unusual thing Candy found was a pair of men's shorts with the underwear in it. Like they felt like he was maybe taking them down because he was getting busy or something, and his wallet was still in the shorts. So she found them on a lot, in a lot.
In a lot?
In a lot,
Empty
yes,
lot.
empty lot.
Oh my God.
So do we return them to the rightful owner?
We gave it to Officer Snyder.
There you
You
go.
allowed Pinellas County to take care of that.
Yes.
Yeah, poor
Just in
Officer
case there's some
Snyder.
investigation that needs to happen before we. I'm not sure if caution tape needs to be put around this area, but you know what? Not it. Here you go.
The fact that it was found in a lot, that to me, like if it was found on the beach, obviously it got sucked out with the tide maybe, but no, somebody, you're like, if somebody was getting busy, I'm like, yeah, on a dry lot and you're dropping everything. Yeah,
That's hysterical. That's hysterical.
that would be funny. I was going to say, okay,
A lot of fireball
bottles.
like Fireball, like bottles?
ones, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, people make bad choices on Fireball. They apparently litter. Okay, question. What's the most expensive thing that worth like value-wise that you guys have ever found?
Just $100 bills.
Okay.
Money.
So no
Not money
diamonds.
so much anymore. I think everyone pays on their phone or credit card.
No jewelry. We find phones.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
But no, I haven't really. I found costume jewelry.
Was there anything that you did ever have to call the police for because you found it?
Did you?
Good.
Well, people sleeping,
Yeah, we find
behind the building.
napping people that are napping.
Well, that's no. I'm not saying you're not finding like a hand, right? Off Bay
No,
Shore.
nothing
Okay.
like that. No.
Okay, good. I watch too many true
firearms.
crime shows. Yeah, guns, right?
Firearms.
Exactly. Okay, no firearms. All right. Is there anything that you guys have found that you wound up being able to get back to the original owner?
Credit cards.
And phones.
Got it. Those
I
are all
had
important.
One of our volunteers found a phone a few months ago, and the battery was still working, so
Oh
I
my
put it
God.
up on the table, and I'm trying to get into it to let her know that I have her phone. And
Mhm.
see a notification come up that their flight is delayed.
Oh no.
So it was an 8:40 flight that was supposed to go to like 11 o'clock, and then another notification from 11 o'clock to 2:30. So the person that lost the phone actually was able to call the phone, grab the phone, and get to the airport without flying home without
Right.
So that was kind of a nice little story. Though her plane was delayed, maybe it was a
It's serendipitous. Yeah,
exactly. And she
for
was
sure.
and so appreciative, and she just sat down on the curb and was tying her shoe, and she said, I set it down and I forgot about it until.
And then you know what? Nowadays we just get so sick, right? Because we have so many things that our phone does for us. And yeah, that would be enough for me to just be like, ugh,
It was
about.
the work phone.
Okay. So
what kind of percentage do you think is well, you mentioned earlier that COVID you felt like kind of knocked it a little bit. And then obviously the hurricane would have knocked it too. Do you find most people are locals that are out there, or do you find that there's some tourism too with it?
Mostly locals. During season, we have snowbirds that get involved, which is fun.
Okay.
We have a lot of people that come in from Seminole and Largo. We even have people drive over from Tampa.
Yes.
So
wow.
Yes. And organizations will clean up with us.
Volunteer their
We
time.
had the Scouts of America at John's Pass, which is really John's Pass is great if you're going to have a group of kids because you can kind of keep them contained in the
Yes.
village.
Yes.
True. Very
As
true.
opposed to if they're on the beach, they scatter. But
Yeah, I think that's actually one of the coolest things about John's Pass, just in general, with everything, is that even before we had moved down here, as a tourist coming down here, visiting my parents that have lived down here since 2004, it was one of the only areas that you felt like your kids could go walk around and you felt comfortable where they were walking around, and that it was somewhat contained, but also you're giving them a little bit of freedom at the same time. So I get that. I totally get that.
yeah,
And we'd also like to get more businesses involved. We do have a lot of cooperation, but we think about the old Italian shop owners that would come out in the morning and sweep in front of their business.
Yes.
If we could get everyone to do that, it would be
Yeah.
a big help. Cigarette butts
Okay.
are worse. Yeah.
cigarette
That
butts.
is the worst.
Yeah, no buts about it. They are the worst.
Mm.
Yeah, and I know that not too long ago they removed some of those I guess
They're like smokestacks.
Yes.
They're where you put your butt.
Yes.
Yeah.
on John's Pass. Yeah.
So they made John's Pass a no smoking zone, but
Correct.
everybody still smokes in John's
Vapes
Pass, and
and
now
all
there's no
that.
place to put the butts. So
Yeah.
Correct.
I suggested to the city that they make this sign that says, since you're already breaking one law by smoking in a non-smoking zone, don't break two laws by tossing your butt into the street. But I don't think.
Listen, dumbass. Don't be a super dumbass.
I will tell you that I walked through John's Pass with the new city manager, and he told me about that. And he,
Did he now hear her idea? Perfect. To the top of the
Somebody's
line.
listening.
because
So
I
the
had to walk,
top of the
I
desk.
walked through
Always
with
have
them, and we
something
had this
to fall
conversation about the fact that there's no area for people to put them, and it's a catch-22. The government. I say that like I'm against them. Government in general works so hard to get these bills passed, and they do workshops, and then they have votes, they reach out to the community, then they get them passed, but they don't have anyone to govern them. So what's the point
Right.
of passing it if you're not going to have someone to govern it? And at the very least, you're not excusing the behavior, you're just trying to eliminate it from becoming even more of an issue. In my
We have
opinion.
very strict litter laws in Madeira Beach, but
What difference
no
does
one's
it
ever
make?
been ticketed. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the most you could get a
$250.
ticket
Are
for, I
we
mean,
allowed to make a citizen's arrest for that? Because I can think of some uniforms. I mean, we could all
yeah, I mean, that is part of the problem with that, I think, is that it ends up becoming a little bit of that. Now, have you guys been on the beach? Okay, so you talk about I talk about the businesses getting involved. I'll ask two things with it, is that, so the school system in the area, I mean, they're always looking for things that they can have their kids volunteer for, right? To get their service hours in. If people wanted to volunteer for service hours, is that something you guys would
Yes.
be able to do?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know too.
We do have Seminole High School does come and do cleanup with me at John's Pass.
Okay. Yeah, my kids have gone to Osceola.
Through Keep Panola is Beautiful and the city, we're allowed to sign off
On
Okay.
volunteer hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, that's awesome, actually. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah. And then so during turtle nesting season, do you see a lot of turtles out there in Madeira?
I don't get out on I walk the beach, and I do get to see the turtle path for the very first time before it gets swept away from the turtle researchers. And man, that's such a beautiful sight, knowing that you're like one of the first people on this path, and the sea turtle laid a nest.
Well, that's so special. I haven't seen it.
It's one of my favorite things.
Mm,
But
yeah, my heartstrings.
we do tell our volunteers to be mindful of those nests.
Love that. I was going to say the sea turtles, you know what? It's something that I'm not going to lie. Even vacationing in this area, for almost 30 years, my parents never went anywhere new for a vacation. So these barrier islands are always where we came from, the Midwest. But it's so interesting to me because there's certain things that you just never think about. And so to have somebody that's a local that normally wants to share a little bit of information, or to be like, yeah, this is why it's protected. I feel like with all of us walking around with information in our hands nowadays, it's not hard to be like, what is that? And then it
Yeah.
tells you it's a sea turtle nest. But I just think about how far we've come as a society to be able to respect and literally help. Most people want to help these species that we are so lucky to call our lovely islands home and come back to recreate their next generation. Occasionally we'll find those people that forget to fill in their holes from Indiana, and we have to tell them about the good Lord's work. But usually it's not met with ignorance or basically something aggressive in that nature. So I feel like any time that you're walking the beach, like you said, Audrey, and you see something special like that, it is so special because not only does it reiterate to you as a local already knowing your path and your journey, but if somebody sees that's visiting our lovely area, they're going to think twice now about our planet. I hope. Sorry. That was my little mermaid spiel, but I'm like, think about it.
Well, and
Sure, it's
from the
true.
beginning, Audrey's always said, we're not going to be pointing in people's faces like, don't do that. We're going to come in with kindness
I love that.
and educate people.
Karma takes care of things like that.
I agree with you. Karma does take care of things.
Awareness and do it in a kind way.
Yeah,
I
it
agree
makes all the
with you.
difference. Because even if that person that you're interacting with gives you pushback and is accord, what about the person that's standing with them that knows that person's an asshat? They're going to listen to what you said.
They are. That's right. So where do you see this Trash Pirates in 5 years?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know we would do 2. So
Okay.
as long as it's fun,
Going
we'll
well.
keep doing it.
Yes. Once it's not fun, I think we're going to step away and hand off the torch to somebody else.
Yeah.
Right now, it's still fun, and her and I'll pull in from John's Pass, and she'll pull in from the Hippie, and we'll be unloading our load. I clean my buckets out, and we'll both yell at each other. It's still fun. It's still fun.
That's
So-
awesome.
There are organizations out there that want to weigh the trash and count the trash, and that's wonderful, and I'm glad they get those statistics, but we just want to pick it up. We want to pick it up and be kind and make it fun.
And we have the best volunteers.
We have the best volunteers, and we every volunteer that comes to one of our cleanups gets write their name and phone number on a ticket, and we raffle off a bucket every month.
Yes.
And Kandi puts these buckets together, and they're amazing.
Look at that bucket.
And there's probably about $100 worth of swag in each bucket every month.
So I know that
we'll
bucket.
also have saltwater hippie, probably gift card
Yes.
and some swag.
And we're
Michael's doing some cool artwork for us.
So
Yay.
here's one of our wonderful volunteers. So come on down, come to John's Pass. Kandi will be in front of Saltwater Hippie.
8 to 10. Sunday.
Free parking until 11 a.m. So
That's a hell of a deal. I was
Yes.
going to say, even though the city of Madeira Beach parking is always affordable, duly noted.
and
if you want to pick up trash.
if you want to pick up trash, it's free until 11 a.m. But
That's right.
we want to make it fun for our volunteers. And a lot of times after our cleanup, we'll meet a bunch of volunteers at the Hippie for a burger and a beer.
I mean, that's right up Stephanie and I's aisle. Let's go. I was going to say, we just had your birthday party there. We love that place.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I think that's fantastic. There's conversation with Caitlin and I, just obviously we're not doing the good God's work that you're doing, but we just have fun doing.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're just the podcast is just. I mean, we do it because it's fun. We do it because we enjoy it. We do it because we like. And now that we're taking it to like kind of a different level of interviewing people, and I say this, but I mean, it's true. It's like you get to know, you see some of the same people all the time on Madeira Beach at some of the same events. There are all the events, you say hi, but how do you really get to know the people? And I think it's through interviews that are like this that really can kind of make more of a community with each other too, so that people feel a little bit more like, hey, that I remembered that about you, or that was cool about you. I enjoyed that about you. And um, yeah, exactly. So we get that. Yeah. As long as it's fun, just keep doing it, right? Because you're doing some good work. That's for sure.
For sure. I was gonna say before we let you go though, I just want to make sure because Stephanie has some rapid fire questions which I can't wait to get your responses to. But just want to let the lovely people know we've been talking about the Trash Pirates cleanup that's going to be happening this weekend for the 4th of July holiday weekend. This is going to be Sunday, July 5th from 8 to 10-ish. And like they talked about, Kandi will be manning her station down here at the north end of town, I call it. Audrey will be in my neck of the woods down at the Johns Pass Bell Tower. But guys, you don't have to meet up. If you want to go sign up for the swag bucket, like they just held up behind you for a chance to win, please do go to the areas in which they have those. But walk out at 145th. Walk straight up to public beach access. Clean up your driveway. Like Kandi said, just if you're a business owner, maybe encourage your staff to take 10 minutes in the morning to walk out and do a 50-foot radius in front of your business. Not everybody needs to have, I got notified or checked that I did this. Some people are just going to be able to do it and then be like, I did a good thing today.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's all that really matters. So, okay. Sunday. Because guys, for you tried and trues, that's normally Saturday. So Sunday, we will see you.
Exactly. Okay, so let's get to know you guys just a little bit more with some questions that we have. Okay. So do we like sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Because you're a morning person or because?
Because we're in bed by 8.
Okay.
Be just like
well, which just does make sense that you would do the monthly cleanup in the morning, right? Because that's when you're already up anyway.
And it's cooler.
Yeah. That's right. Would you rather be on a boat or would you rather be at the beach?
Both.
Both of you boat?
Nice.
I love that. Yeah. Yes. And do you prefer grouper sandwich or tacos?
Grouper sandwich. Fried.
Yeah, fried grouper, that's for sure.
Side.
Yeah, with the side of tartar, right?
Yes.
You got to have the tartar. That's right, exactly. Do you have flip-flops or do you like to be barefoot?
That's a 50-50. I could be barefoot all the time,
but all I own is flip-flop.
Yeah.
Welcome to retirement life, right? What more do you need? Especially
glad that they didn't just say, oh yeah, I would walk barefoot everywhere, because when Max was on this episode, I had to have a chat about contagious diseases that could be controlled barefoot. Yeah. He's like, well, not anymore. Like 24-year-old Max. I'm like, yeah, okay.
That's probably the dental hygienist in all three of
you. Yeah, you know what? Infection is infection, right, ladies? Come on.
That's right. Okay, anyway. So would you rather be fishing or floating?
Oh, that's another 50-50. I do like to fish. However, my fishing days are over with because I have nerve damage in my back.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's not good to be on a boat then sometimes.
So I get floating now.
Kandi?
Yeah,
floating.
We're floating.
Yeah.
So question, when you were fishing back in your fisherman days, did you prefer intracoastal or offshore?
Offshore.
Okay.
Wow. That's so cool.
I grew up fishing on the Great Lakes and the Finger Lakes and the little lakes in Western New York. I had three brothers, and we were very outdoorsy as a family. And all of our holidays revolved around the opening of one season, or all of our vacations revolved around the opening of one season or the next. So
that's very Catherine Hepburn of you.
Yes.
You know how to do it all. I love it. Kandi, so when you do fish, do you prefer offshore or intracoastal?
I would like to fish off my dock if we didn't just catch
I love you so much.
cat. All we get is
Me. Yeah, no,
Is
I
there
haven't.
really that many in Intercoastal?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right,
We
girls?
don't see any around our dock at Woody's, catfish.
Well, because we have we have a little harbor. and
Okay.
it's stiller water. The water's
Okay.
still there.
Yeah, we don't see catfish really at all. I mean, we see sheep heads.
We get sheep's heads.
Yeah, we see
Our
snook.
neighbor caught a shark.
Oh, nice.
We get drum, snook.
Now, question: where's the mangrove snapper?
You could get we catch them offshore,
They're offshore, really?
and I've caught them inshore too.
I was gonna say my simpleton brain figures, well, they're in the mangroves, dumbass, but obviously not. Sorry. Thank you for laughing, Kandi. Thank you. And by the way, I'm the dumbass. That's
That's funny. Okay, we talked about sport teams at all. What's your favorite sport to watch?
Ooh,
Baseball.
Baseball.
very, very good to me.
Since
I
I was a little girl.
I kind of watch whatever everybody else is watching.
Yeah, what the season is. Have you been following in the soccer?
Not much, but
Not
I've been
much.
following how much the people from other countries love the United States
And ranch dressing.
and ranch dressing.
Yeah, and all the beer, right? The Scottish folks are up in Boston area drinking all the beer. That's hysterical.
Yes.
Yeah, the Norwegian people are losing their minds over Kansas City's barbecue.
Yeah, so many people have traveled from overseas to the States. I mean, I guess if there's a better time, you may as well do it then, right? But it's amazing.
I think they couldn't have picked a better PR than this game, and just real Americans
Yes.
showing real foreign visitors a good time.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not all crazy, gun wielding, crazy people. Yeah.
Well, we are, but it's a good crazy right now.
I mean, it's holstered. Yeah. I mean, come on. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so would we rather have a frozen drink or a cold beer? Oh, they're grabbing their beers. Without hesitation.
This is so real.
That's why you're my spirit sisters.
That's right. They are real besties. Good God. That was like
We have a
synchronous.
neighborhood ice machine. I shouldn't say that out loud, but we keep coolers packed.
I love it.
Gotta
That's all
have
the
your
time.
beer on ice in Florida. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Okay, and now do you like the tourist season or do you like the summer season?
I kind of like the energy of this tourist season. You can almost feel the vibration on the beach when there's so many people visiting. But I do love the quietness of the non-tourist season, where you can walk into a restaurant and not have to wait, go to middle ground.
Yes.
To right away.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, otherwise it is definitely difficult. Okay, so what is your favorite event that Madeira Beach puts on besides the monthly cleanup?
Grunt
Is there
hunt.
one that you just love to be a part of?
Yeah.
I like the grunt hunt,
Mm.
and I like the grunt hunt. I love our Christmas boat parade,
The veterans boat
veterans
parade.
boat parade.
Yeah, you can watch it right from your backyard, really, right? Or do you go on it?
Yeah. Are you guys on a boat?
Yep. We were the disco boat last year.
Oh,
I waved at you. I think I yelled at you from my dock. Yeah. I was like, I know them. Like freaking elf. Yeah.
that's hysterical. That's hysterical.
All right, girls.
Okay. Any last moments that you guys want to tell us that anything that we need to know or anything that you guys want to shout out?
We just want to say thank you to the wonderful sponsors that we have. From the beginning, Jerry at Saltwater Hippie, this was kind of her brainchild to do a community cleanup, even though we were already cleaning up on our own. And Waterfront Realty was with us from day one.
I remember Chris
Kelly. Yep.
poking us on the shoulder at a mayor. What was that?
Is it Maggie Black?
No.
No.
But anyway, we want to be a part of this.
Yeah,
We want to be
from day one. Yeah. And Bill Carnes also has been a big supporter of us. And some of those people kind of you don't hear Deb Laramie, and I don't think without them we would be we would be where we are. And then we have volunteers that go out every single day and pick up trash because they want to, because they like to. And it's like a little contagious movement, and it's just very humbling that two retired housewives saw a problem and then did something about it, and the movement has gone this far.
Oh, we better thank our husbands.
Oh yeah, and our husbands, because they have to deal with pirate stuff all the time.
Thank you to the house husbands
and fund our buckets
and fund our buckets. Sometimes I'll get my buckets from I store them at our warehouse, and my husband's crew use them to mix cement.
Oh no! Well, we didn't know they were designated. It just had a cool sticker on the side.
It's like a retail business, it's just shrink. That's just a given. It's going to be 10% shrink. Some of the buckets will disappear.
Yes.
And sometimes volunteers walk away with them and the picker, and I'm like, well, now they have it and they can do it at home.
And yes, good on you. And
actually,
if you don't, karma will get you.
I might have taken my bucket the first time. I have a bucket for
and
you.
That's fine. And we also have buckets at City Hall right by the bottom of the steps that any person, visitor, resident can go and borrow and clean up an area. But we really encourage them just to clean up their street. Yes. They don't have to wait for a community cleanup. And
yes.
See, I walk every morning and I'm always picking up trash.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
I walk. As long as it's
clean up your storm drain in front of your house.
Yes. Just simple as that.
Yeah, especially here, guys, because the storm drains, they go right out into the water. We have to save the manatees. That's what began it all, guys. Come on.
Things
That's right.
Like they should.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say thank you so much for everything that you do and everything that you inspire.
Yes.
And thank you so much for being so lovely with us, because you girls are the best. I know when I met Audrey, over 2 years ago. No, shit, Audrey. It might be over.
We've known each other for 4 years.
Okay.
We're partners.
We were the volunteer girls. We were the Final Friday girls, but just, and then getting to introduce into Kandi and kind of watching you girls and what your organization does and everything that it brings community-wise, culture-wise to the island. Thank you. Like, seriously, because this is an inspiration to all of us. And I have no doubt that I'm so glad that it's still fun for you girls.
Me too.
Because I want you to be around for a while, but I have no doubt that this will live on, and that is fantastic, and that is admirable.
So excited. It's so exciting.
Culture of clean from Madeira Beach and beyond.
Oh my God. We're going to put that on our shirt. I was going to say a culture of clean from Madeira and beyond.
Love it.
Right. I love
so
that.
July 5th, that's the cleanup. That's right. That's going to be a big one after a big celebration of the 250, right?
We really need all hands on deck, because usually the day after the 4th is
a lot.
I love.
Yeah. I was going to say, put the extra buckets at the saltwater hippie. We'll see it.
Cheers to you ladies is right. Cheers to you ladies. Thank you so much.
We'll see you on the 5th.